Yeah, this axe doesn't feel super strong here. Is Invoker? No, Invoker's banned. So I'm trying to figure out what the
10
idea with the axe
seconds
here is.
remain.
It makes me almost think
5
that they have to
seconds
run the
remaining.
Windrunner in that lane, and it is going to be a mid Ember. Because I can't imagine you wanting to put Ember Axe in the same lane together.
Yeah. Well, the Ember's probably just going to roam around, to be honest with you. They still do have the last pick, and you know, if they
Radiant's
grab something
turn
that's
to
super good
pick.
against the Ember Spirit here on catJAMMERS, I think they'll put the Ember Spirit on the pause 4. Otherwise, I think you could be right. It's just going to be them running that on Leo style in the mid lane.
Clockwork's such a strong hero at dealing with Axe in the lane stage. It's so frustrating as an Axe player. Like if you try to go cut the wave, Clockwork just sits there and waits, and then as soon as that wave is mostly dead, just pops that battery salt and runs you down. And with a silencer as well, they have a lot of kill potential. But based on these picks, this should be a mid silencer again, right?
Yep. It's looking like, well, some people have actually been running it in position 3 as well.
That is true. We have seen it in position 3. You're right. You're right.
And that's done a lot over in Europe. So there's a few places they can put the silencer. Right now, they need a frontliner there. I don't think Clockwork's going to do a good enough job. I think he's just going to get blown up pretty quickly. They're still worried about, carry heroes here on catJAMMERS. Phantom Lancer would be a bit of an issue, you know, just getting through Faceless Void's mana pool, and of course, overwhelming the Clockwork with the huge amount of illusions. Suddenly, his battery assault isn't going to do very
10
much damage.
seconds.
Yeah, there's certain times when PL just fits a draft really well, or
5
rather, it's just like a
seconds
really good
remain.
PL game.
Radiant's
And looking
turn
at
to pick.
every hero on catJAMMERS right now, they all struggle to the Phantom Lancer like pretty drastically. So that's just a fantastic ban.
Yep, and they had those same problems to Naga Siren, so they banned that one out as well. I haven't seen that hero in a while, though.
Yeah,
I don't think it's been picked up this tournament yet, but you know, catJAMMERS, they leave no room for the
10
enemies to
seconds
counter.
remain.
10 seconds left here on TPredator, and they have no reserve
5
time left. They've
seconds
got rid of
remain.
the Snapfire. I think they want to get rid of a frontliner here. But probably Kunkka.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Okay, they get rid of the Death Prophet. That one felt about off to me.
I'm
Not
not
gonna
really
lie to
sure
you,
how I feel
Ricky.
about the Death Prophet. I guess they are expecting a 3 silencer then. That's not going to be Brow's hero.
Yep.
We've seen him run the Snapfire mid too, and just generally a pretty good hero. It owns Ember
10
Spirit in the mid lane,
seconds.
actually. You can pretty much never actually keep your Flame Guard
5
on.
seconds.
I think you have to get to level 3 Flame Guard, which is not a good feeling.
Mm-hmm. All right, last pick here for catJAMMERS. How do you think they round this one out? Okay, they answered my question for me. They grabbed the Tiny.
As Brow's
Um,
hero.
yeah, that's got to be Brian the Tiny. And now, you know, I think you're still happy playing the Ember Spirit in the mid lane. You don't want to deal against the Silencer. That's for sure. And you
Yeah.
can still actually put.
10 seconds
Here's the thing:
remain.
you could play Silencer against the Ember Spirit, and you'd be
5
pretty well off, or a lot better
seconds.
than you'd be against the Tiny. And they grab the
Whoa.
Wraith King last.
What an
All right, okay.
old school counter to the Faceless
Yeah,
Void silencer. Bring
yeah,
it
it's
back.
been a while. You love to see it. Look at MNZ. Don't get up. No, I insist. Have a seat right over there, buddy.
I forgot the pick screen he gets at his throne. It's the first time I've seen this Arcana since or like in a captain's mode game, like casting and stuff like that. So it's actually really funny.
Yeah. What color does he turn if you have like all of the bones unlocked?
Bright red.
I
He turns
see.
like the Crimson Witness red, all of his bones and stuff.
Mm.
Very cool.
It looks really good with that set. I'm gonna be honest.
It's all right. It's all
Oh,
right.
Ricky, you gonna one up him? Will you have
Uh,
better?
I definitely have better, but I'm not gonna.
Let's see.
I don't want to embarrass the lad.
I see. I see. You know, he wants to be invited back. He doesn't want to offend the pro players on Thunder Predator.
Yeah. I mean, I have bad respect for these guys.
Mhm. But you know, if it's a style contest, Ricky wins.
Yeah, if we're talking hats here, MNZ, your game's a little lacking here. Come on.
Can we talk about the Doc Ock Ancient Apparition real quick?
This one is so weird. So is that the Immortal combined with the other set? I can't
think
remember.
so.
I can't remember if that was an immortal or not. No, it's not. That's a new set. The immortal is like the big glacial back piece with like the weird glowing red head.
Oh yeah. And it's got like the stuff constantly coming in onto it.
Yeah, this was just a new set that came out. I remember this now.
Hmm.
Yeah, very nice. Ooh, we even got the bird on the wind on the Leo style windy. Which, by the way, it is Leo style on the Windrunner. Matthew will be playing the Ember.
Is that from unlocking this thing on the Wind Ranger?
So it was another immortal that came out a long time ago. It was ultra rare from a chest, and it originally was only gold, but after the Arcana came out, they released a update for it, so it will now match the color of the Arcana. So,
That is so cool.
very nice. Thank you, Valve. If you could please do that with all your other Arcanas, we would greatly appreciate it.
Can we talk about how detailed the feet are on some of these Arcana sets, though?
You think?
I feel as if there's definitely somebody at Valve with a foot fetish.
I was say, is you getting at a foot fetish here?
Yeah, I definitely not me. Thank you very much, but
I can't really see. Unfortunately, the text is covering it, but you know, I gotta turn off these settings really quick. No one will know.
looks like he doesn't play that much of the Wraith King here on the side of Thunder Predator. Still bronze tier. Hasn't harvested any of the enemy heroes yet.
I imagine this is just something he hasn't had a reason to play, because to be real, this hero has been completely dead for a while now, right? Like this entire patch, ever since those 2 nerfs back to back, Wraith King has been unplayable.
Yeah, the vampiric aura they changed around. It doesn't give you like base damage anymore, or the bonus lifesteal.
Yeah, it gives you way more lifesteal at base, right? Like, because it used to be more effective on yourself, but now it doesn't do that, and it just scales better per level, right?
Yep.
Which, like, who wants to put 4 points in Vamp Aura? Yeah, that bonus damage was what made it so strong. Everything else, I don't think they touched Wraithfire Blast. They might have nerfed Mortal Strike, actually, but I don't remember. But yeah, I mean, ever since they did that, Wraith King has been kind of a forgotten hero.
You're not going anywhere.
I missed it. Like, you get the boys gaming every time you pull up the boys. They just knew exactly where they needed to go to farm. Now it feels like they made the AI for them dumber, and they made them also weaker. So
I actually had a lot of fun. Wow, that is gonna get annoying. Anytime you click Wraith King, the like bones thing, your Harvester Tribute just like slides into place.
you can hide it.
I know, but it just you can still barely see it, right? It like
It's getting to you. You get OCD, my friend.
dude, you see it though, right?
Yeah, I do.
Oh my god, come on, Val.
Oh yeah, if I click on him and then
Click off.
Yeah,
click back, it like slides into place.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about now. Owie, he's looking for blood right away, but these guys, I think they can just trade with him, but MJZ, he doesn't want to deal with it after all. Oh yeah, I guess you got 3 heroes here. You want to get out of that.
Yeah, I think as soon as they saw Brile, they're like, oh, that guy's got a big stick. We better walk away.
The ultimate weapon. Very big stick.
Very big stick.
I don't really like this tiny set. The sword doesn't fit in with the lore to me.
Yeah, I will say the sword was a little bit weird to me for sure when they released it. Is it just gonna be 2 and 2 on runes? Wow, that's surprising. Moon and HFN bottom lane actually are in a decent amount of trouble. Great 2-man Searing Chains. Frank just gonna click them down. Nice fairy fight. Ooh. Heather in 1. Oh, that
Moon, he gets
fairy
out of
fire
it again.
play. This guy, man, every single time he just gets out of these sticky situations and manages to put on a good show.
Just when you think Moon couldn't pull another rabbit out of his hat, he does it again.
Dude, I feel like he's got his own farm of rabbits, you know, somewhere nearby. I don't know where he's getting them all from. He's a rabbit farmer, dude.
I'm liking it. Maybe it's more appropriate to say a cat out of his hat.
Yeah, maybe it is. All right. I'm really curious to see how this Wraith King's going to do. He is against a Silencer lane, which I don't think Wraith King cares all that much about Silencer, personally. Like, he has really good base damage, good stat growth. He can definitely CS with Vamp Aura and Mortal Strike and stuff like that. MNZ is doing a really interesting pull through the trees here to maintain creep aggro. Kezu's gonna take a lot of harassment damage for that too. That was a great way to pull the lane when you're dealing with like a counter pull from the Clockwork, right? Like Clockwork pulled the wave all the way back behind the tier 1, and MNZ just runs these creeps through these trees over here on the top left just to keep the creep equilibrium where it is, and ends up just denying a lot of experience on over to Kezu.
Yep. I mean, another option you have is just like pulling it into the neutral camp and then farming both the enemy creep wave and the neutral camp at the same time. But when you have to deal with Silencer, who has such like heavy harass and right click with Glaives of Wisdom as well, that one becomes a little bit too difficult.
Yep, agreed. This is interesting. So the double wave push here, bottom lane on catJAMMERS. Matthew needs to make sure to deny a hard lane or hard wave pull here, and that's exactly what he's going to do. He'll take a lot of harassment for this. So at the end of the day, that's really all he needed to do is just make sure that wave doesn't get pulled. It keeps pushing into the tower towards Frank here, and he's going to be able to pick up a lot of nice experience. Matthew just going to salve up on the side. Again, he's going to sweep on by, deny this pull once again. Well played. This is textbook off lane support. Poor position play here from Matthew. HFN actually misses the pull.
He does. Rookie mistake there.
Moon's doing a great job too, zoning out this Ember Spirit. I know we're focusing a lot on this off lane here, but there's a lot of important things happening, and Io taking a lot of damage from Frank here. These counter helixes, they're burning him down with that battle hunger. Can he get this last auto attack? He does. Frank ends up getting first blood in this lane. One bash from HFN would have done it, but not today, sir. Luck's not on his side.
I mean, that was especially bad there because I'm not sure if you noticed, but Moon, he actually popped that healing salve just before he died as well.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, lost another 110 gold. You're really going to feel that on a hero like Io.
You're not going anywhere.
But wait. Oh, no.
What happened?
Were you watching that in the mid lane?
No, what happened?
Tiny, I think he dropped his bottle onto Moon, but Moon's inventory was full.
Oh, that's a disaster.
Yeah. Yep, and Leo Style saw it and he all chats him.
Oh my. That's really bad. Yeah, that's really bad. Because not only did he like mess up the bottle refill, but he left HFN bottom solo against the Axe for like a full wave. Matthew's going to see this regen rune bottom, set this up for Leo Style, who is going to get his couple bottle charges off just before picking that up. And everything seems to be going Thunder Predator's way right now in these two lanes. Even top lane, right?
Yeah, things are not turning out well for catJAMMERS right now. MNZ, I'd say the only saving grace of this game is just the fact that you are even on CS right now with the Faceless Void on the Wraith King. But, you are playing the counter right now. You're not going to be able to kill him with just one Chronosphere. That could get back up and start wheeling away your team.
This is, once again, a great denied pull from Matthew here, and it might set up on a kill because they have a lot of creeps to work with here on the side of Thunder Predator, which gives them quite a bit of a trading advantage. They do have to be very careful. A nice two-man chains. They're going to take that extra damage from those creeps. Battle Hunger in 5, but the time dilation helping out quite a bit. What's going on top lane here at the Rune? All four heroes, MJZ, stuck inside those cogs. Kezu grabs that last hit. Gets himself his first bonus intellect of the game. Bryle's rotating over. A toss onto MNZ might be all that is needed, but they lose vision. They both turn back. Oh no.
One of the rough parts about that happening at the 5-minute mark, just not being able to catch the Wraith King. He did buy pretty quick boots of speed, and I really like this. A lot of people, they opt to go... Yeah, he's got his phase boots now. A lot of people, they just go like their bracer, and then they rush straight might or something like that if they're sitting inside the lane on Wraith King. But he knows he's up against a Clockwork, and if that guy manages to gap distance, then you're just dead.
Yep.
Smart play there by MNZ. I like his starting item build.
And it's really easy for him to close that distance, right? He's got a Silencer's Curse, 2 points in there. It's a pretty decent slow. Clockwork, pretty high base move speed hero. He's got the Windlace boot speed already, so that extra movement speed from the phase boot's pretty much necessary at this point. Ooh, Leostyle might be in trouble. Avalanche, but is Windrun for the time being. Owie will close the gap. He pops the focus fire, but he's taking so much damage from these battery assaults as well. Matthew is here, has slight chains, but can't really help him quite yet. Nice toss away, but Moon comes on over to help support and gets that kill on over to Brile.
Much needed recovery there. Unfortunately, just 1 second left before he had the wood.
He almost had it, man. It was close.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I stopped myself before I sneezed into the microphone there. Apologies.
Oh, unfortunate for Matthew. He got fogged on the tree. I'm not sure if you saw that bottom lane. They were running him down. He had the DD rune, and he was waiting for Tether to chains him, and he went right on the left backside of the tree here, and got fogged, and so chains missed.
Oh no. Matthew, he's had some good rotations so far this game. He's only sitting at level 2 right now, which kind of sucks. Okay, he gets level 3 by leeching the Axe's experience.
I'm sure you just don't go points in Flame Guard on. Like,
oh no, never.
Core position, right? You max the Searing Chains.
Yeah. The Flame Guard, it's only really useful for running people down and farming.
Right, MNZ goes in here. You don't have an ult, sir. What? I guess he just expected more damage to come out from his team, but like Kezu and Clockwork are a significant amount of damage. MJZ here just trying to run through these trees will pop us out, but he's getting chased down by Brile. Avalanche on the mark. Kezu, a couple auto attacks will bring him down.
And you know, oh no.
What was it?
Wait, did the Searing Chains hit him? I'm not sure. I thought the Searing Chains hit him, but after he got the teleport off, I think he was Searing Chains over in the mid lane.
Oh,
Right.
that's really weird.
Yeah.
Speaking of mid lane, Leostyle has a wind run in 1 second. He's just going to bottle up now with that. Nice cogs there from Owie to stop any chase there. We will scout the rune. Top lane is going to be an arcane. And with Matthew's rotation, maybe they have the damage. Cold feet, a little snowball. There's going to be a couple auto attacks. Well played. Good rotations coming out from TPredator once again.
Yeah, they need to slow down Brile's game again. You know, he didn't have the best early game. You know, Moon teleporting mid, not getting the bottle onto him, really messed him up. He had to walk back into base, but that's one of the benefits of playing Tiny, and one of the reasons why he's become so popular again in 7.27. Just the fact that he has such huge burst damage, you can get back in the game after they changed that formula for XP and gold and getting kills back around. So he does have a way back in the game right now, even still, with your style. One level, like a full level up on him here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I was like, he's looking for that chrono, but he's got to be careful as he goes right on into Owie's Clockwork. The battery assault, he cuts out that extra cog there. Chrono on the backside is going to find Ember Spirit as well, and guess what? Prowler's going to come in as well. The Avalanche, those Searing Chains not going to do much of anything, and they get the 2 quick kills. I guess they kind of expected Faceless Void in the mid lane not to really be, you know,
in the mid lane.
yeah. I mean, they see him for a little bit, and they're like, okay, well, it's just Faceless Void, not a big deal. They're just gonna swap lanes or something. But Brile is actually just stacking the triangle and farming big time.
Yeah.
There is little hope for Dire's
Nice
middle
play there
tower.
by them. I really like to see this, you know, being a little bit more active when you do have that Chronosphere up and you have the kill potential in combination with the Tiny. It was a very
Top
nice
lane.
bonus for that.
Got a little bit too far on Owie there. Just gets caught by those Searing Chains. Wow, Bones have... Is that gonna happen every time he kills someone?
No, just the first time he kills some each
Okay.
hero.
Good,
He
good,
harvests
good.
the bones.
Good.
To their middle tower.
Bones for the Bone God.
Bones for the Bone God. So because he's not using the custom sword with this set, so he doesn't have like the new Mortal Strike
Middle tower is
emblem on his toolbar.
Radiant have fortified their structure.
Yes.
It's bugging me, man. Bugging. All right, nice hook shot comes out from the Clockwork. Relocating in, MNZ did end up putting a point into his reincarnation here, but he's just trying to get to the camp to get the Midas off, and he might not. He doesn't make it. Oh no!
No, this is so sad.
It just got delivered too. They relocate back bottom with the Kazu silencer, so they're just gonna be able to harass out that Sven. Sven,
You know
oh
who
my
wouldn't
gosh,
have
that's
made
an axe.
You know who would have gotten the Midas off before we went down there? K1
I
Hector.
was like, definitely Hector. Yeah, it never ceases to amaze me how good that man is with a Midas.
Yep.
Speaking of Midas, did you ever play Midas in Heroes of Newerth?
No. I never played Heroes of Newerth.
Alright, well you're missing out, man. That's a hero I would
Aren't you
love to
guys
see
like
in Dota.
the real toxic part of the Dota community? Like all the real awful players switched over from Heroes of Newerth, I feel.
If you could have seen my face just now, excuse me, sir? Are you trying to tell me Puppy and No Tail are all trash, toxic people?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Have you seen some of the older VODs of No Tail? He's screaming at the
Yeah. Alright, nice hook shot top lane. They found MNZ once again, no reincarnation, and there's the global science just to make sure they hold him in place. The chrono as well. They even find Axe in the bottom lane at the same time. Now they're gonna try and chase after HFN. They got the remnants available. The AA blast will not connect, but they do get the chains. They will get that focus fire. They find that big important kill. Brow with the avalanche toss. One more auto attack on a Leo style would be enough, but the wind run into a point blank power shot secures 3 kills there for the side of Thunder Predator.
Yep. 2 going the way of Matthew there, so it'll get him a couple items, but he's not going to do that much with the gold. The big thing here is, Leo style getting back online. He started with 2 deaths, not having the best go of things, but if he gets that early MKB, he's just going to start blowing heroes up.
I'd shoot you again.
Look, and I love to see it. I'm loving this all chat from Leo style. Keep it up, my man.
What did he say? If you weren't so dead, I'd shoot you. I will say a lot of the Windrunner voice lines from this set are really good, and then obviously her Dota Plus lines are all pretty great too.
One rough thing that I want to comment on in that last team fight is, some people when they play Wraith King, they hold that point in reincarnation before leveling it up. They know that they want to save it for when it actually makes a difference in a team fight, that's when you put the point into the ability. So last time all he did was put it on its 200-second cooldown, because if he had it in the last fight, it would have saved him and things would have been a lot different.
Yeah, I think the only reason he ended up leveling it here at this hard camp was he was like, all right, well, if I die, I'll reincarnation and I'll Midas this creep, right? I think he legitimately got baited by thinking I can Midas when I reincarnation. Not that he thought he was actually going to be able to, live a second time. But yeah, absolutely agree. If he had just not leveled it originally, saved that point for this second big team fight up here, he comes back alive after that chrono and just goes right back to farming. Would have been huge. Levels on Wraith King are just so important. It's why we always see the Midas on this hero.
Yeah, you want that 18 as quickly as possible. It just makes a world of difference being able to get back up in only 40 seconds. All right, they're rotating here on HFN. They're going to get him. There's no way he gets out of this. He senses something is up, but it's too late for you, my friend.
Nice blink reveal. The AA blast. Chop him down, baby. Well played by Thunder Predator. Frank just getting that brand new blink dagger. He definitely shined it before that fight, I feel like. He put it on the grinder, polished it up afterward, and was like, oh yeah, baby, let's go.
Don't worry, though. It's not here to chop.
It's just for flashiness.
Yeah.
Alright, so 4 points in the Mortal Strike. That's pretty much the build, right? You just get as many skeletons as you can, run them around. They kill stuff.
They do kill. I don't know what the second point in Wraithfire Blast is all about.
Nice 2-man chains, arrows in the A blast is gonna hit everyone. The power shot as well squeaks on by, finishes off that clockwork and that tiny, and now it's just disengage time.
Stealth mode on Leo style though.
Oh! That was so close. He's still gonna get him. Leo style's just too fast. You and I were both like, that power shot so
There's
close.
no way that connects.
I mean, it was less than 100 units away from being on the mark there.
Yeah. That's why they call him Leo Eagle Eye style.
Yeah, is that it? Is that what they call him that?
Yeah.
Always wondered. I never knew until now.
Yeah, he looks like he's having such a fun time this game with Wind Ranger despite the 2 deaths. Like, he's just all chatting the enemies, running around from lane to lane right now.
Yeah.
He's vibing.
Dude, he's going BKB.
He is. That's interesting. I'm surprised he's not just opting to go straight into that MKB. I thought he would grab, but I guess he's worried about getting locked down by this tiny. He's worried about the burst damage of the tiny. He's worried about the global silence coming out. So they do have a bunch of counters to him, and they are able to kill him. And that's something you see come from Wind Rangers quite a bit. I don't know how many pubs you've been playing lately, but or the video from Slacks, like the hero just pops off, but you have to commit pretty hard when you go on to kills, and it can just allow you to get turned around and killed, and you lose your advantage.
Huh. Okay. That makes sense, actually. I like that.
You didn't watch Slax's 45-minute video on why he hates Wind Ranger, followed by the diss track?
I don't believe so. I don't know if that ever came across my feed.
I see.
I'm sorry, Slacks. Still love you, though.
If you want to see a modern-day Necronomicon in video form, I suggest you check it out.
Nice little pick off 1-for-1 in the bottom lane.
You're not going anywhere.
Not much to really see there. Just Cogs and Ancient Apparition just each holding each other in place. Bryle's hiding in the trees here, but he doesn't have kill threat onto this Wraith King at all. Like, the fact that these guys are just 100 units apart, they don't see it.
Ships passing in the night.
Yeah, really. All right, they're going to rotate on bottom. They want to find him. Matthew might be the one. He sees them now with that ward, banging out the tiny. He's like, guys, I don't know where this hero came from, but we found him. The global silence comes out. The Ancient Apparition's Ice Blast has already connected, though. You got to disengage. You got no healing. They're going to be able to find the silencer. Pops him right there. Then they'll... Little chilly snowball, and Axe in pursuit does have the blink available, trying to just find a target, but isn't going to be lucky enough quite yet. Bryle, avalanche toss, burst down that Axe, and will trade for that life. But overall, another fantastic series of fights here for the side of TPredator, and they might find more. Moon gonna go ahead and stand underneath this tier 2 tower. You still have reincarnation on the Wraith King, who he could just go into the tower, but he's content farming, has that Echo Saber.
They were pushing that tier 1 with the catapult, so as soon as it went down, they realized there was no point anymore. He's got his Midas. He doesn't want to die with that on or off a cooldown again. There we go. You love to see it, but no, that last fight, it could have gone either way. The Sleight of Fist and the Searing Chains did interrupt the Tiny's Blink Dagger, so him without a good initiation, I think, really cost him that fight. If he had gotten like the first hit off onto the Ember Spirit, the fight just goes the other way there.
Oh, absolutely. He didn't. They actually never even saw the Tiny until he Sleight of Fisted. He was going for a different hero behind the tower and just happened to find the Tiny, chains him up, and he's like, "Oh, guys, we got a free hero here." Speaking of heroes, we got a nice 2-man call in the mid lane. Sets it up once again for that Ancient Apparition Ice Blast, and oh boy, you lose the silencer. HFN goes in, does have Chrono available, but Bryle, the Avatos, once again on that Axe. There's going to be the Chrono coming out with that flare, but when they bring him down in time, they do a nice relocate out from Moon. Beautiful. Takes him to the bottom lane of all places. This is sick. He's like, hey, good kill. Go farm, sir. That's your job. Hit some creeps.
That was actually so beautiful. He relocated into that and then back out to the bottom lane. So Wisp isn't going to pay for that with his life. MNC, he's out for blood though, and so is Leo Style. He pops the regen. He's running at him.
Matthew, he's here, man. These 2-man Searing Chains over and over. Moon will be the first to go down, and there's a clumsy net chasing after that Faceless Void. Power shot to I don't know where, but I don't know if it matters too much. He's got a Spirit Vessel on him. The Apparition's Ice Blast. Goodbye, Faceless Void. A double kill for that Wraith King, and some more bones to go his way.
Bones for the Bone God. And, that's just them not being happy about them getting out of that, He commits the Chronos beyond, but he says, you know what, I'm going to chase you to the ends of the earth. You can't just teleport down to our tower, but that's just the benefit right now of the fact that TPredator holds more of this map, They're able to make these quick rotations, and Wind Ranger moves around very fast. What did he taunt that time? I'm curious. Does he know something I don't?
What are you talking about? You know something you don't. I doubt it. You're actually a Giga Brain. I don't think there's anyone in Dota who knows something that you don't.
That's true. Now that I'm really thinking about it.
Don't sell yourself short, sir.
Yeah.
Wow, 0 javelin procs on those 10 auto attacks. That feels bad. Yeah, BKB, he does. Okay, that's a pretty big item. Now he's going back for that Monkey King bar. He just wants all of the different types of bars in this game, I think. That's really all he's trying to get here.
What's the next kind of bar?
Just the bar after the end of the games. You just go out and
Yes.
with the boys.
What were some of those called again? The ones that you did like post TI. It was always the British people that were hosting them.
Yeah, it was.
They love their drinking after work.
Yep, absolutely.
Meanwhile, us cultured Americans, we just love working after work.
Yeah, speaking of after work, you want to take a guess at what I did last night once we finished up our 8 games of casting?
Did you start streaming or something like that?
I immediately queued up a game of ranked Dota.
Oh yeah, nothing like ending a solid day of 8 hours of analyzing Dota, like trying to analyze another game of Dota.
Yeah. Hey, dude, we won. Easy victory.
Yeah.
Ended up playing 3, but it was fine.
I ended up I played some Pokemon, then I started casting some games with B-Cop on his channel, but they weren't very good, so I went to bed.
There you go.
I was way too tired to be playing any more Dota. After I'm done, analyzing for a couple hours, my brain is just exhausted trying to outbrain the players.
Yeah, I mean, you have to. It makes sense. Ooh, do they see Leo Saw bottom? They don't quite yet, but they're just kind of content farming on both sides right now, I suppose. But I look at Thunder Predator's lineup, and I'm actually more worried about Thunder Predator late game than I am about catJAMMERS. Like, you have the Faceless Void Global Silence, which is really nice, but honestly, you're dealing with a Wraith King, and in this game, this Wraith King will be very strong as it goes on. He finishes that MKB, he has the Echo Saber. He's going for the Abyssal Blade next. You have Leo Style on this Windrunner, who has BKB, also an MKB on the horizon.
They just had the draft this game, I feel. They went for the classic counter. It's working pretty well. Yes, they made some great rotations like catJAMMERS, but they still have their mid tower up. They control the map right now, and that makes it so much easier for them to farm. Shoving in this lane with the catapult. Bring out the boys. Deploy the boys, MNZ. Here we go. Got him out. I should probably turn my eyes over to mid as Matthew is following the Radiant team, though.
Ooh, they're going to see him now with that flare, I think. But either way, Wraith King's all about objective gaming. This is the thing that makes this hero so strong, is like you leave him in a lane for, a minute, and he can take a tower with the boys, right? Like, that's just how it works. So that's what made this hero so strong in the first place, was when people watched Hector, just completely dominate an entire half of the map in just a couple of minutes, and they're like, oh, those skeletons do a lot of damage.
Those guys are pretty good. I think one of the major things is nobody was analyzing Beast Coast. They just didn't feel they were a threat. And then sometimes the arrogance of certain players gets to them. I think, oh, we don't need to ban out the hero this guy's really good against. We need to focus on banning out meta picks. And then, people like Hector destroy you. People like Thompson destroy you. And then, future tournaments going forward, you show them a little bit of the respect they deserve.
Yep. Alright, where are we on Faceless Void? He almost has an MKB as well. They smoke up. Right on the high ground here. They definitely had vision at the front of the Roche pit. Power Shot comes through. He's not going to reveal them quite yet, but Focus Fire inside of the pit. They're looking for the backside. Nice call. Will find the Clockwork Chronosphere with the Global Silence. They want to get to the Windrunner as well. That's going to be a nice Avatar. She's the first to fall on the backside. They're going to find Ancient Apparition. The Ice Blast does come through. Catches Moon. Cleaves through Brile and HFN, so they do need to be careful. Matthew going to chase after him with that Spirit Vessel, a Clumsy Net, and that Wraithfire Blast. Gets absolutely crushed by that Wraith King. And now Frank on the run. We've had 3 buybacks into this game, into this fight so far, and they're going to keep chasing for more. Frank lives on just a sliver of HP. Owie, I bet, is going to try and go for the snipe here, but he should be safe. They're going to chase after HFN here on this Faceless Void, but they got no remnants, no catch left. What was this? A 2-for-2 double buyback. Wow.
Yep, both teams want to take this fight super hard. Leo style at the start of that fight, I don't think he ever should have gone to the Roche pit or committed focus fire. Like, as soon as they see him, they're going to commit that chronosphere onto him and try to blow him up in that time. But the number one misplay in that last team fight there, you probably didn't catch it, is when Leo style bought back, he accidentally canceled his own TP onto the shrine.
Oh no, yeah, not something I was seeing there. But this is honestly pretty good for Thunder Predator because they can threaten Roshan again, right? All of the spells of the Radiant team have been used. A third buyback comes out. A great blink call. They caught the silencer. The Apparition's Ice Blast swings by. It's not even necessary. They see HFN. He's like, oh god. They put that time dilation, trying to get away from this axe, but it's not going to happen, sir. They're on top of you. Call in one. Will he get it off in time? Slowed down for the time being, but he doesn't make it. A lot of slows coming out there from the Radiant. A relocate. Where did he take him?
Just a couple inches back.
I was like, I don't see him on my map.
But that was big. It disjointed the Wraithfire Blast and stopped him from shutting up the Shackle Shot. Such a small relocate is making a world of difference. And catJAMMERS, they just keep pulling this off in this BTS, the Summit 13 here. My god.
And they're just go back into the Roche pit. Vision being given by Brow does have Avalanche. They have Clockwork as well. Hookshot in 15. This is so important for both teams, right? Leo Styles Matthews respawning in 4 seconds can TP back to that outpost. Wraith King doing his best to just try and slowly take this Roshan, but Faceless Void in here. Time dilation actually doesn't do much of anything, but the hookshot on the backside, it catches the AA and the global silence is there. This is a huge hero for them to find, and he goes down. Avalanche toss, a nice call, finds the Faceless Void. They burst him down, no safe in the relocate this time. And Leo Style with MNZ gonna chase up onto the high ground, find Kezu on this silencer, the Spirit Vessel, the Wraithfire Blast. A huge crit coming out there, and some more bones harvested. Or like you said, the Bone God.
Thank you, Bone God.
Thank you, Bone God. Ryle also in trouble. Great relocate save there from Moon. Once again, sends him to the bottom lane. He's like, all right, we need to split push. We can't get Roshan now. Just push these lanes, do what we can.
Yep, I like what they've done here. You know, they don't wait around for the IO. They continue to take the objective. Leo Style takes the ages here. That's definitely the play. Moon, you're not getting away with this, though. They split up their forces. Everyone is exactly where they need to be, and the dunk comes out.
That was sick. I think this long style fight like always favored Thunder Predator, right? Even once we see them use the Chrono, the Global Silence the first time on the Roche defense, and you still have Wraith King's Reincarnation to deal with, you have to target other heroes, right? You have to go for like Leo Styles Windrunner, you have to go for the Axe, and he has, you know, BKB on the Windy. And Axe is tanky enough sitting on the backside with just a Hood of Defiance, Blade Mail, Blink, right? So they target the Ancient Apparition instead, which, you know, is a good kill because they remove that Ice Blast, but then you have nothing left. They committed everything, they go in super deep, they get picked off one by one. Ends up being a great fight for Thunder Predator.
Yep. The last fight would have gone a lot better for them too. I don't want to talk bad about Leo Style. I love this man, but again, him TPing to that shrine over here, he waited, I think, the almost full 6 seconds when he had the tier 1 tower up in mid, and he could have had a 3-second TP over there, then he canceled it. It's completely ruined that last team fight for them. My man. You hate to see it. Oh, you love to see that, though. You got Telescope picked up now.
Yeah, they'll probably put that on the Ancient Apparition, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, but just he sent it to base.
Yeah, the classic. Oh, hey, I know you're right here, but you can send your courier to get it. Sorry.
Yeah. I don't really pick up items and hand them to my supports.
That would require me to move somewhere else, sir.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything to help with my support.
Nice fort on that wave, actually, from Thunder Predator. That was really nice. They fort the bottom wave because they're just trying to cut it and do more tower damage here, and Brow unable to clear it in time. Hookshot bottom off mark. Frank's gonna be okay. He's apparently just okay with walking into this. Hasn't been found quite yet. Does blink to safety, but the rest of Thunder Predator are here. They are going to see Brow will see him with a nice high ground ward here. Ancient Apparition gets the Ice Blast off. There's the call. Global Silence, but Tiny's taking so much damage, and so is Moon. The Focus Fire just chops him down with that Culling Blade as well. And now you found the Faceless Void. Chrono there, but he's just by himself. The Shackle does connect. Oh my gosh, the point blank power shot as well. Well played, says HFN. They call it GG. Yeah, there's not much you can do at this point. You have no buybacks. You just committed all your spells, and you have a Wraith King who's just going to take your base. So, game 1 goes to Thunder Predator.
Yeah, you know, just superior draft here by Thunder Predator, and of course them never being able to grab that mid tower on catJAMMERS means they're going to struggle to have any map control. They have great heroes for getting pickoffs, like Wisp is doing amazing for saves, but I feel like they weren't able to take the fight into Thunder Predator territory well enough after the laning phase ended. Once they'd committed the same amount of heroes, Thunder Predator, they were just too strong.
Yeah, I agree, man. I definitely agree. Really well played. Thunder Predator were a little bit behind in the beginning, right? It was very even on net worth, pretty much all the way until almost 20 minutes. But kill score was definitely favoring catJAMMERS for a little while. But in the end, I mean, they just pulled it together. Their team fight really good. That first pick, Ancient Apparition, I think just was incredibly value. It did so much work this game. Completely changed the tempo. They get that early Spirit Vessel on Matthew, and boy, I mean, those 2 heroes alone, I think, did so much work this game.
Absolutely. I think the only thing I would recommend going forward, they tried to do it, is just like focus on shutting down Leo Styles' game. They got a couple kills on him. They rotated the Faceless Void mid. That was pretty nice. I don't know if they just needed different heroes in order to do this. I think Silencer came online a little bit too slow. Owie and Bryle, though, definitely had some amazing plays this game.
Yeah, Matthew actually has most damage dealt this game on the Ember.
Yeah. Well, I should probably praise Moon as well. He had some very sick relocates that got the Faceless Void out of some pretty sticky situations this game. Super well played by him as usual with those relocates. I don't know how the man does it.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen him do it over and over again, right? And he just is a very, very good IO player, clearly. It's just unfortunate because you're against an Ancient Apparition, and every time he goes in to try and save one of these heroes, he's tanking an Ice Blast as well. You know, that's what we saw multiple times in this game. He, tethers onto a hero, tries to pop mech or something to save him, but ends up just getting hit by that Ice Blast.
Mm-hmm.
But that's going to be game number 1 here between Thunder Predator and catJAMMERS. Thunder Predator will take the first of this best of 2 series. We'll be back after just a short break with game number 2. We'll see y'all then.